Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back to throw here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 3 catches, 55 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
2nd and 2. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They'll look to throw here. And Thomas has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Travis Carey. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the division title out of reach, we know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the number 1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because
he's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
They have to. And look, so the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up. No getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here we go.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Check, 43. Push him back.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Cooper. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd down now, Swift. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. 2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Quit talking about it.
2nd and 6. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now back to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run again with Lynch. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
First down, the run with Lynch. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No, check that. Check that. We're like 52 right here.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll drop the throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You can't stop me.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Steelers 17, Browns 10.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. They have the best record among the wild card contenders, but you never really feel comfortable when you're down around that 5 or 6 slot, do you?
No, you don't. You figure you've got to close the deal. You've got to make sure you clinch that spot to make sure you keep your place in the tournament, in the playoffs. But the other part, too, is the coaching staff. All year they've talked about getting a high seed, clinching home field. Now that talk changes to, hey, we're in. That's all that matters. Let's go on the road and take care of business.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Letting one go. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And Thomas has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
We got this.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And Walker has it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.